Welcome back to Blizzard Abroad. Is the Manosphere broken? Is the Black Manosphere broken? I'm going to address it. I'm going to let you know what I think about it. Because, I know the recent events that's been going on in the Black Manosphere. You know, Zoom to Thailand and Tom Young, whatever that dude name is, fighting in the streets of Thailand. You got a couple weeks before that, you got one guy pulling a burner out on another guy in Thailand. You know, Austin Holloman, traveling from country to country, complaining about racism because he can't bag the kind of girl or woman that he wants to bag. And honestly, I, it aligns perfectly with how I have been thinking lately. You know, and I think it's time that a separation happens. A line that needs to be drawn in the sand. You know, I do believe that all men are created equal. That's very true, but we're not all the same. I started pulling back a while ago. If you go back and watch my videos, you see me you know pushing back nicely, like trying to do it respectfully. When I make my videos, I might record the same video um, 3 or 4 times, certain parts, just trying to tone myself down. But I'm not doing it right now. I'm sick of it because a lot of these guys that are making content, I guess it's okay if you're doing it for money. You need the money, all that, but you don't offer any value. You're not teaching anybody anything, and it's so sad that we have this opportunity. Kevin Samuels will always say, you know, black male media, that we haven't had a voice, or male media overall, we haven't had a voice for the last 50 years. Now we finally get a platform. Now we finally get a way to air our voice and this is what we choose to do. This is what we choose to do with it. Talk about women all the time. Travel around the world for women, showing that, and complaining about women, not building anything like our own community to help each other. I mean, there are guys that are out there doing it, but they don't get the focus. Only the debauchery gets the attention, and it's sad. And this is the point I've been trying to get across with what I'm saying. All right, we need to take accountability for our roles, and if you see it happening live and in color right here on the internet. That video is circulating. Zoom to Thailand. I never really aligned with his message because it seems to me it's all about women. Come to Thailand, women, 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 and it's like I would never advocate for that, because you see the kind of guys that do that. We're seeing the kind of guys that do that. They are failing. All right? So that's not the kind of guys that I'm going to follow. I'm going to get in line with. I'm going to get behind. I'm sorry. He seems like he's a good dude, and I'm not trying to come for him, but I expect more. I expect more. If you're gonna put yourself in a place of leadership, then you need to lead. You need to be a leader. You need to teach. But it's also through action. You don't run up on somebody in the middle of the street in a foreign country. I don't care what he's been saying. He tried to do the same thing to Sunshine Soldiers. But Sunshine Soldiers handled it the right way, the way it should be handled by a grown man that has other people coming behind him, looking up to him. I'm passionate about this. And I think it's because I work with kids. A majority of the people who view my videos are between the age of 25 and 44. So I'm primarily not talking to you old dudes. If we can agree on something, like I said, I follow Sunshine Shoulders. I look up to that. I look up to him. You know, I relate to him. But when I'm speaking, when I'm talking, I'm trying to talk to the younger guys, the guys that are coming behind us, the guys that I know I could get through, because some of the older guys, they're just stuck in their ways. So I want to break down like how I really feel, and I got my notes here, so I'm gonna just to make sure I stay on topic, because once I get going, I could go. Um, I think it's time to choose sides. You know, if you're looking for the drama, because if you go through the videos of this recent event in Thailand and you see the guys and they're cheering this on, and it's like they're laughing at these. I think they're like really laughing. It's just entertainment. They don't care either way, but they're like cheering this on. They're happy that this happened, and it's sad. So I think it's time to choose a side. If you're on the side, if you're on that side, then all right, we need to separate, because you got guys up here that are really trying to pass on knowledge, that are really trying to teach, and not to put people on pedestal or act like we're better, but we got guys up here that are really trying to use this platform to help other people. So it's time to separate those two, because we're not all the same. And I'm not scared to say their names. I'm not scared to say Zuna Thailand, Austin Holloman, because they're just people. I don't care who they are. They're just people, just like me. They're no better than me. They're no different than me, and I don't have to support them just because I look like them. If I don't like what they're doing, I have the right to say it. And right now, I don't like what they're doing. Like I said, all men are created equal, but we're not the same. And I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you look like, how you dress. I don't care who you date. Your actions speak louder than words. When that camera goes off, we don't know what these guys are doing. They could be the worst people in the world. They could be creeps, criminals. You don't know. They don't have the camera on 24/7. So no, I'm not going to give anybody that I only know over the internet the benefit of the doubt. And I also can't vouch for them, because I've never met them. I never spent time with them. So the next point I want to really make sure I covered was that, some of these Manosphere travelers, you're more American than you think you are. Because you're acting like the same people that at least I know I want to get away from. I don't want to be around the type of people that they're acting like bougie, entitled, angry and bitter, and unaccountable. I don't care who it is. I do not want to be around people like that act that way. And if you go and watch their videos, that's exactly what you're going to see. You got one guy calling himself the mayor of Pattaya. Are you kidding me? They don't care about you. They don't care about you in that country at all. You're just another foreigner. You're just another foreigner. But this is what we do. We step off of the plane in a country as a visitor, and we act like that country or those people owe us something. Just like a damn American. And it's sickening. I'm tired of it. Because you have more to offer than that BS that you're pushing. I know they have way more to offer, way more knowledge to give. And to be over there like that guy, and you let that guy get you there. You let that, he's a troll. Tom Young, from what I never watched his videos. I know he tried to play with my boy, and that's what I said. I don't like that, man. Like, he's a troll. Like, and he sits around, whatever. I don't know. What I did from like the thumbnails I did see, I would never rock with dude anyway, man. You know, but who knows? That's the internet. Maybe he's a really nice guy in person. You don't know. You know. You know. But it's you know, causing drama, and we see it down in Colombia. We seen it in DR. We see, you know, causing drama, beefing with each other, man. Like, that's what we're trying to get away from. But no matter where you go, there you are. Right? And it's sad. You know, we're better than that. I don't care if you're white, black, yellow, purple, whatever, man. We're better than that. As men, we need to be better than that. But I want to see who's going to take accountability. Because that's the key. And that's what we should be preaching. Accountability. You know, just because you got money, just because you got, you know, you went to the gym, you're dressing better now, you know, you're the same person under all of that. And that's was the first thing that got me thinking of, like, I don't think the same way as these Manosphere guys. Not all of them. Like, some points I agree. Some points I agree, you know, but accountability is not really being taught. I don't care. Like, oh, go work out. Get a better job. Get in the gym. Get your passport. You're going to win, king. Like, no, bro. Figure out where you went wrong. Figure out what about you need to fix. And it's not just money. It's not just money, man. Broke dudes get girls, you know, but it can't be all about getting women. You know, if you make your happiness all about women, guess what your sadness is going to be about? Women. So get over it, man. Get over it. Like, if you're an alcoholic, guess what? You probably need to stop drinking or stop being an alcoholic before you do anything else. Because no matter how much money you get, no matter how much you work out, no matter how good you look, you're still going to be an alcoholic. And that's what I'm trying to say. When I talk about accountability, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what you need to work on. You know, and then I have to address Austin Holloman too, because he's been making a lot of videos. You know, and like I said, man, I like the kid. I think he's gonna go on to do great things, but we have to remember that he's a kid. He's 25, I think 26 years old. He has a lot to learn. You know, we have to fail to grow, and I think he's doing great things. He's been all over the world. He's traveled way more places than I've been. So yes, he has some knowledge, more knowledge than I have in certain areas. But at that age, you don't know what you don't know, right? So me being 46, I'm almost 20 years older than him. If I could offer him advice, it wouldn't be about traveling. You know, it wouldn't be about traveling. You know, it would be about sitting still and taking time to reflect and really fix whatever it is inside of you. I don't know. Like I said, I seen the kid when he first started coming on. He looks like he's been working on himself physically. He changed the way he dresses, you know. But what else is there? And that's hard. It's hard to take that look in the mirror. It's hard to look in the mirror and say, yo, this is what's wrong with me. And that's what I need to fix if I want to be successful. Because, I mean, you may be successful at business. You may be successful at this, and that. But that's not what he's looking for. If I look at that young man, he is traveling the world. Is he looking for love? I don't know. I know this. I watched one live stream with him, and he had another kid up there. Um, and the kid was saying that I think he was like upset because he couldn't get a woman. It wasn't Austin. It wasn't Austin. It was the other kid. He was upset that he could not get a woman that made the equivalent of $100,000 in a foreign country, in a South American country. I believe it was Colombia or Brazil, one. But I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, calculations. I don't know. I don't know about the money they spend down there, but I'm pretty sure that if that woman is making $100,000 in U.S., she's a millionaire. She's a millionaire. And like I said, I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I don't. I'm not a millionaire. There's no way that I will believe that I could step off the plane in a foreign country and date a millionaire. That's what he was upset for. That's what he was upset about. But they go on to say, oh, this country is racist and they don't like us because we're black. We can't date the woman that the white men date. And I'm like, these these guys are young. And they're at I believe that they're at the age to where they're not ready to receive the advice. And we've all been there, you know. But the problem I see with Austin lately is that he's just clapping back. I think he feels like people are attacking him. And I just hope he listens, man. Because I know that young brother has a very bright future, man. You know, by the time he gets my age, he's going to be, I don't know. I don't know where that kid could be by the time he gets that. 20 years from now? Look, the things he's doing now, I just think he's going about it the right way. If he's traveling just to make content, that's one thing. But if he's traveling to be successful in dating, I believe he's going about it the wrong way. And I seen one guy made a video how to date upper class um, locals, whatever. And he made some very good points. So this isn't from me. I heard it, I thought it was useful, and I'm just going to pass it on. He said, one, um, you have to be able to spend a significant amount of time in the country, right? Not just fly in, get off the plane, go to the club, and expect to meet, you know, an upper class woman. It's not going to happen. You know, you don't know where to go. You don't know who to be around. You know, so he said, be able to spend, 6 months to a year in the country. You know, get your feet on the ground, get planted, know your way around, know some things. Then he said, two was social circle, friends. You know, and I've heard this over and over again that if you want to meet a good woman, you're not gonna meet them at a bar, a nightclub, or anything like that. They said you meet the best one through introduction. So if you got a good social circle, they will vet you honestly, because I know if I have a friend, and he may be good guy. I know he's a good guy. I may know a different friend, a female friend, and be like, hey, I think you guys make a good match. But if I know he's a scumbag, and I care about this female friend of mine, no way in the world I'm not gonna be the one, to suggest it. So that's what he meant by, social circle, making friends. But to make friends, you got to be able to talk to people, And a lot of you incels, you don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to relate to people, So that's one thing before you even get on the plane, Work on your social skills. And I'm not a relationship expert. I'm just relaying some good advice that I heard, to you, right? 3, he was like, if you're in business, that would be another way to meet upper class, middle to upper class women in these foreign countries. You know, and that was the three major points that he talked about. That I was like, you know what, that makes sense. You know, what makes a man believe that he could go for a 2 week vacation, a 1 month vacation, and know everything you need to know, meet upper class people. Maybe you do got money, but do you have the connection? So it may not happen. Maybe it may not happen on your first trip. Maybe it'll happen on your third or fourth trip if you're taking shorter trips. Or if you give yourself the time, spend time, get to know people, make genuine friends, put down some roots, stop rushing, have a plan, and it will work. I do believe that, man. So if I was going to do it, that's the way I would do it. That is the advice I would take. I don't know about what these guys, I don't know what kind of information these guys are giving out in these consultations. But by the way they're acting, I would not spend a penny with these guys. Look at the way they act. Don't listen to anything they say. You know? That the talk is sweet, whatever, but their actions, man. Like in Austin, man, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed, man, because like it can't be the women's fault all the time. You complained about women in America. Then you went to Brazil. Then you went to whatever. You went to Southeast Asia. You went back to South America. It can't all be about the women. You went to everywhere he went. It's like, oh, the women here, the women here, the women here. Stop. And I'm not trying to diss him. This is honestly like from. I know he wouldn't listen to me. Who am I? I got 225 subscribers, but hopefully one day somebody else will see this though. You know, it's not all about the women. Just improve yourself. Get yourself to where you need to be at, regardless of anybody else, because you need to be there anyway. If you meet somebody or not, you know, you need to be improving yourself every day. You need to be working every day, regardless. But don't do it for a woman. Don't do it for a man. Do it for yourself. You're the one that gotta live with yourself every day, regardless of if a marriage, a divorce, makeup, breakup. You're there with yourself every day. You know your shortcomings. You choose to ignore them, or you either fix them. That's how you improve. That's how you meet better people. That's how you get the outcomes you want in life. You know, not by ignoring them and then going 8,000 miles on the other side of the world and then exhibiting the same behavior. All right, so I don't mean to come up here and preach. I just really had to get that off my chest, man. I'm moving away from the Manosphere. I don't know what that looks like. You know, I follow Sunshine Shoulders. I like his demeanor, his attitude. Like I said, I don't know what he does off screen. You know, it's not my prerogative. You know, I like the message he sends, so that's one that I'm gonna follow and I'm gonna keep following. You know, 53 Shades Darker. He honestly had addressed this issue. I seen him address it earlier today, and I seen what he said the other day about, you know, basically he predicted it, but it's not hard to predict that fools are gonna start fooling, you know, because the worst thing was that was the Pow Pow getting pulled out in Thailand not too long ago. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was worse, you know. It just wasn't as big a name. But brothers is over there wilding, man. But like, and I honestly, I'm not rocking with them type of dudes. I don't want to hang around them. I don't want to talk to them. I'm not taking advice from them type of guys. You know, um, I don't hang around the type of people here in the States. I'm not going all the way across the world to hang with them either, man. I want to get away from people like that. And I don't care what anybody has to say about me. It's my life to live. I'm not going to spend it hanging around people that either think they're better than somebody else, you know, act stuck up, wants to be involved in drama, name calling, beefing on the internet. They're trying to sleep with each other's girlfriends. Like, it's ridiculous, man. And these are grown men, man. These are men in their 50s and 60s, man. Trolls on the internet, who would take the time out of their life to watch a 2 or 3 hour live stream, just to make, just for what? You don't like the guy, but you'll sit there for 2 hours and watch his content. It's ridiculous, man. You know, I'm gonna keep coming up here. I'm gonna keep sharing my opinion, but all that stuff I'm gonna stay away from. Um, Honestly, to tell you the truth, I've been interacting. I've been watching like more just straight Filipino vloggers, you know, and especially like Filipino travel vloggers. Because my next trip, I really want to, move. I really want to go different places, man. Not the well beaten path. I want to get, little less traveled places. Um, but I gotta shout out a couple vloggers, and I really think you guys should check these people out. The first one is Puts on Boots, and I met them in the 53 Shades Darker live stream. So Puts on Boots. I'll tag these guys in the comments. I mean, in the description. So Puts on Boots, and then his wife has a channel also, Miss Manny's Vlogs. Very supportive, very very supportive community, man. Good people having real conversations, not about. I mean, it could go anywhere. It could go anywhere, but they are having real conversations. It's not about half naked women sitting there smiling or cooking a meal all day. And then Icy Fit, Icy Fit, very supportive, very smart. Um, these people are a small group of smaller YouTube channels, man, and they support each other. And I found them through 53 Shades Dark in the Philippines, and I'm grateful that I did, because we're all in there, we're all supporting each other, man. And if anybody wants to check out, just real conversations, um, that's a place where you should check them out. Again, I'll put their links in the description. But I gotta ask this question now. I need to know what you guys think, man. Is the Manosphere splintering? Is that a good thing? Right? Because before, what we seen was people just saying, "Oh, I'm not a passport bro, I'm not a passport bro," and they're walking away. But what are they walking to? And they're doing the same thing anyway. They're making the same exact content that they were making before. You know, So we need to start making content, and we need to come together. The guys that are trying to teach something, the guys that are trying to leave something for the guys that are coming behind us. The guys that want to uplift people, want to help people. You know, we need to stick together. You know, and I believe we're already doing it, but the separation from those guys, I think we need to draw a line in the sand. We need to draw a line in the sand, and I know I'm a small YouTube channel, so if anybody wants to take this idea and run with it, I'm cool. I'm always cool with that. Any idea I come up with, anything I say is probably nothing new, nothing you haven't heard before. But if I spark an idea in your head, don't worry about thinking you're gonna step on my toes, man. Take it and run with it. I don't care. Thumbnail, whatever. I really don't care. At this point, I'm just putting the information out. I'm just putting my ideas out there and my opinions. And if it's not for you, it's just not for you. I'm not trying to attack anybody. All I know is that when people do dumb things, some people are gonna laugh and joke. Some people are gonna ignore it, and then some people are gonna take it and try to use it as a teaching moment. And that's what all this is. So hopefully we all can grow together. Because we definitely can't keep doing this stuff, man. It's not what the Manosphere was for. It was for men to have a voice, because we never had a voice before. You know, you know, a lot of. I don't want to take it there and get too deep, but there are men out here deleting themselves daily. There are men out here deleting themselves daily at an alarming rate. And, you know, Sunshine Soldiers dropped a bomb on my head the other day with that video he put out, man. Because I seen it happen too, you know. Then successfully. We all have. You know, but nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to talk about anything real. As soon as you say something real, they click off. And then they go find the BS. There's plenty of BS out there. It's not enough people being real, talking about real things, real problems, offering real solutions. We need more of that. We need to support more. That ratchetness, you can find that ratchetness right here in America. You don't need to go all the way to Thailand and watch them idiots doing it. So let me know what you think about this in the comment, man. Is the Manosphere splitting? Is that a good thing? Let me know. Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Blizzard Abroad.